I'm BJ Peters from stampinbj.com, and I love to share inspiration with you and special techniques and card folds and all kinds of fun things. I today have a great little card that kind of showcases the Sailing Home Bundle from the new Stampin' Up! Annual Catalog. Let's get started and let me show you some tips and tricks with this one. So here's a close-up of that gorgeous card that we're going to make today. It's just a little bit of fun fold, and there's a little bit of a trick with the I likened it to like a peephole on a cruise ship. Just really fit in with that sailing theme, and I want you to be able to create something as fun as this as well. So this card features the Sailing Home stamp set and the framelits, and it's part of the Come Sail Away product suite in the Stampin' Up! Catalog. Remember, you can order all of the products in this product suite with just one number. If you look at the top of the page, I believe it's like page 141. So we're going to start with our cardstock base, which is 5.5 by 4 1/4, and it's just a single layer Night of Navy. I'm going to stamp that anchor in Night of Navy ink just right down in that corner. Then I've got one of our gorgeous new in colors, and that is the Seaside Spray, and this is 3 1/4 inches by 8.5 inches, scored at 4 1/4 inches, and that is going to be my base here. And then I have a piece of the Come Sail Away Designer Series paper. I love this paper, and this is 3 inches by 4 inches, which is a great size to cut your Designer Series paper in because you get so many out of a sheet. I have a little strip of the same paper just to provide a little contrast, and this is 5/8 inches by 3 inches. All right, so let's create the focal point right here. This is Night of Navy, and I used a 1 3/4 inch circle punch to first off punch a hole in the cardstock. Then I'm going to use the Stitch Framelits dies, and I'm going to line that circle up right over the top of my punch circle, and then I'm going to use a piece of washi tape to hold that in place. I found that I like using the washi tape to hold everything where I want it. I know that you can use the magnetic platform, but sometimes it shifts a little bit, and this is a way that works better for me, and the washi tape doesn't hurt my cardstock. So there is my porthole, I guess you would call it. I've punched out a 2 1/4 inch circle from the Seaside Spray cardstock, and I'm going to use that as my background. I'm going to go ahead and stamp the birds right there, again tone on tone with the Seaside Spray ink. Then I'm going to put my mini Stampin' Dimensionals to use and add them to the back side of the circle that I created, the porthole. So now I'm just going to lay that upside down and lay my 2 1/4 inch circle right here on top, and I am set. Perfect. Here I have stamped the sailboat in Memento black ink, and I'm actually going to use just a blender pen with a little bit of color from the lid of my Seaside Spray stamp pad to color in the sails here. Let's add a little color to the water here as well. Some of that isn't going to show, but just a little bit of it will. And then I'm just going to roll this off, get that color off, and take my Real Red stamp pad and add a little bit of color to the boat part as well. And there's my finished image after I've gone ahead and die cut it with the coordinating framelits. I'm just going to tuck that in right there after adding some Stampin' Dimensionals to the back. And there we go. We'll adhere that to our card base. I love this little detail, and I want to show you about how you can add interest to the detail of the die. So we've done this before, so you can see the die is pretty detailed, but you can make that stand out even more by just laying it on your ink pad and pressing it in just a little bit to get a little bit of ink on the back of the die. Now I'm going to lay it on top of my cardstock, and I'm going to run it through my die cut machine just like this. So now you can see the detail that the stamp pad adds. I'm going to adhere this with a little bit of Tombow. Add a little bit of a silver metallic pearl to the center of that to help it stand out some. And there we have the front of the card. Now you don't want to forget about the inside of the card, and this stamp set has some great sayings that you can be used for masculine cards, for congratulations cards. It's graduation season. This would be a perfect masculine graduation card as well. So feel free to decorate up the inside of your card. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope you enjoyed the tips on how to create this card. You'll find many more tips on my website at stampinbj.com, and I hope you'll gift me and bless me with the purchase from the amazing new 2019-2020 catalog in my online store at stampinbj.com. As always, remember to create and feel great.